The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Fairfield Trojan Girls Basketball is coming your way on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's get you to the court for Fairfield Trojans Basketball.
Good evening and welcome into Fairfield High School for a little Fairfield Trojans basketball. Tonight, December 9th, we have some girls basketball, the first game of a doubleheader as the Trojans are taking on the visiting Ottumwa Bulldogs. Here on Ottumwa Radio, my name is Christian Rasmussen, the voice of the Fairfield Trojans this basketball season. I'll here with the amazing producer, AJ Rowe. About 14 minutes to go until tip-off. The JV game ran long. Final score of that one was 40-20 Ottumwa. Apologies for that. This pregame show going to be lasting another 13:45 before the tip-off. Sponsored by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Now, the Trojans to this point are 1-3. Got off to a little rocky start. Their game most recently on Friday against Fort Madison in Fort Madison ended with a final score of 47-30 in Fort Madison's favor. Ottumwa to this point has only played 2 games. They have come out also slow as well, 0-2 to start for them. As if you look back to their previous season, a lot of seniors, so they've relied a lot on their freshman play and underclassmen that have done a great job to this point for Ottumwa, but needing them to step up as well as for Fairfield, as they have a lot of returning players, as we've covered to this point. Their one win on the season came the Tuesday before Thanksgiving in Knoxville, 64-16. And here, about 12:30 to go before tip-off. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break here on Ottumwa Radio. We'll be right back with you.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back in to Fairfield High School here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. We're seeing this doubleheader between Fairfield and Ottumwa. The second game it's allotted for 7:30, but this game is going to be running a little bit later, as presumably game was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. It is 6:11 right now with 8:45 to go until tip-off. This pregame show sponsored by Community First Credit Union. I'm going to run through the rest of the sponsors as we go along. As said, pregame is Community First Credit Union. Starting lineups by Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Visit them at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. Tip-off, apologies. First quarter is sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on, that's what we do. Second quarter sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams and Fairfield. Halftime sponsored by Smithburg Automotive, from vehicle maintenance, rental, and vehicle sales, with 2 locations in Fairfield, and Smitty's Auto and Recycling of Fairfield. Every three-pointer made sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory of Fairfield. Owner Scotch and Rachel Brown. Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory, a service for every family, and here when you need them. Visit them at beanerfh.com. Third quarter sponsored by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. Call Lisco of Fairfield today to get set up. And the fourth and final quarter sponsored by Brandon Taglauer, your Beck Seed dealer. Call them at 641-919-7526. And finally, the post game sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Rich cremations. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Now, if you've noticed to this point, there is no Fairfield Pep Band tonight. Guess it was their night off, as we got the PA announcing, playing the music for this game and the next game, which will be on a separate stream here at Ottumwa Radio. That will be for the boys' game. Now, with 7 minutes to go before tip-off, we're going to talk about previous meeting of these two. So last year in this game, Ottumwa came out on top 53-30. And the stats for that one, for Ottumwa, a lot of graduates. Camden Krause with 13 points, along with Hunter Caldwell with 11, and Cameron Pauls with 7. All three of them graduated, which brings me to the point of the freshmen and underclassmen needing to step up for the Bulldogs as they're looking for their first win on the year. For the Trojans, Emma Metcalf led with 13 points, Faith Jones with 7, and Maddie Martin with 2. Now, as we look around for games, we'll start with yesterday. As for Mount Pleasant, the girls got their first win of the year against Holy Trinity Catholic, 33-27. Burlington, ranked number 11, got their second win on the year as they dominated Muscatine at 63-19. Mid-Prairie got a win, their second of the, or no, apologies, they got their first loss of the year as they went up against number 5 Mount Vernon and lost 59-46. And then Burlington Notre Dame, a little slow start for them. They're 0-3 to start the year as they lost to the undefeated West Branch 56-31. And then to round out yesterday's games, Grinnell got their first win of the year against Oskaloosa, who got their win against Fairfield last Tuesday, 47-31. Now, looking at games today, Mount Pleasant has to bounce back as they're heading over to Oskaloosa for their fourth game of the year. Washington is playing home and it hosts to number 11 Mediapolis, who is ranked number 11 and 2-0 to this point. Keokuk is going over to number 14 Pella, a little bit of a drive for them. Fairfield, of course, is playing home to the Ottumwa Bulldogs. And then over for Ottumwa's conference, which is all the Des Moines schools. So you're going to hear me say Des Moines quite a bit to this point. Des Moines Roosevelt heading over to Ames. Des Moines East playing host to Newton. Des Moines Lincoln playing host to Fort Dodge. Des Moines Hoover going over to Marshalltown to play the undefeated Marshalltown. Des Moines North is going to head over to Mason City. And then for other games, which you can find on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, and then along with other local games to this point. Okay. So Cardinal is 1-1 to this point. They are playing host to Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Centerville is playing host to Sheraton. Albia is going over to Clark Community. And then, and then hosting on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, Van Buren County, undefeated to this point for the girls, is playing host to West Burlington. And then Davis County, which you can also find on our YouTube page, are heading over to Knoxville. And then finally on this pregame show sponsored by Community First Credit Union, the conference for the Southeast, which Fairfield plays host to. Fort Madison got their win against Fairfield on Friday, I believe, giving them 1-0 on the conference to this point in the year, along with Burlington and Keokuk, who are also 1-0. And then the teams who lost their first game, Washington, Mount Pleasant, and Fairfield, all 0-1. And then for the Iowa Alliance South, which is the 5A conference, which Ottumwa plays host to, all the Des Moines schools and Ottumwa, none of them have played any conference games yet, so a little lackluster with that one. But with 2:55 to go, I believe we're going to take a 2-minute break here. So we'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026, smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brian Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back to Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. We got just under a minute until tip-off. This has been the pregame show sponsored by Community First Credit Union. We're going to have a 2-minute break coming up. After that, we will have the starting lineup sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meats, and then tip-off of this girls basketball game. We'll be right back with you after a 2-minute break here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's meat, and we dare you to try.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And welcome back here. National Anthem wasn't brought to you by the Pet Band at this point because they're not here. It's their night off. All good for them. As we begin this doubleheader here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, coming up are the starting lineups sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Visit them at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. Alrighty, starting lineups for the Ottumwa Bulldogs girls. Number 1, senior 5'5" guard Augusta Warren. 5'11" freshman, number 3, Blake Goldsmith. Number 4, 5'3" junior, number 4, Allie Goodkin. Number 5, freshman, 5'8", Hayden Keith. And finally rounded out, the 6'1" freshman, number 24, Emma Ryder. And over for the Fairfield Trojans. Lee Muntz getting ready to announce them to the court. He's not here with us. He's usually on the away games, as I'm by myself up here with AJ Rowe. Never an issue with me. Number 1, the guard, Vanessa Kessel. Number 3, Maddie Martin, the senior. And then her cousin, number 5, Lauren Martin. And then number 11, Faith Jones. And to round it out, number 50, Elise Setterstrom, the senior. So we got 4 seniors and 1 sophomore for the Trojans starting lineup. As this has been the starting lineups sponsored by Packwood Locker and Meats, as we are about to get tipped off. 8 minutes per quarter as usual. And yes, head coach for the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Kyle Creamer. Assistant coaches Avery Woods, Peyton Walker, and Chloe Davis. And then on the Fairfield side, head coach Brian Witzenberg. Assistant coaches Destiny Gridley, Shay Drish, Pat McEvan, Travis Duncan, and Hannah Kyle. So we're getting our final huddle up before tip-off to this point. Looks like Ottumwa will be going to the left of our viewpoints, and Fairfield in their home white uniforms will be going to our right. Ottumwa traveled good. It's still early on, so more people can show up, but we're over on the Ottumwa sideline, or Ottumwa side of the court, so I guess perceptibly looking bigger. Ottumwa wins the tip-off. Emma Ryder winning it for them. Taking it over Augusta Warren. Allie Goodkin tries her luck at 3, and it goes down. First shot, first make for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. A 3-pointer by Allie Goodkin. Lauren Martin for 3. It goes! The corner 3. Both teams making their 3-pointers. That 3-pointer sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home. Trojans working their full court defense. Goodkin inside, the right hand layup goes down, giving her 5 in the first minute of this game between the Trojans and Bulldogs. Cross court pass by Jones, Faith Jones, over to Vanessa Kessel, number 1. playing some spread offense. Elise Setterstrom in the left corner, taking it back out to Maddie Martin at the top of the three-point line. Losing her dribble, but stays Fairfield possession as we cross over the first minute of this first quarter. Shot clock running down as a fast break over to number 24, Emma Ryder, for her first two, as the Bulldogs have jumped out to a quick 7-3 lead as a tip pass by Jones. And an attempted save, but ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Over to number 3, Blake Goldsmith. And settling down is Allie Goodkin at the top of the three-point line. Good passing it around. The bouncing floater by Blake Goldsmith goes down. Her first two of the game. Both teams playing full court defense to start out this game as we're down to the 6-minute mark in this first quarter. The pass inside intercepted by the Bulldogs. As passing it around the outside of the three-point line are Ottumwa. Passing it inside to number 3, Goldsmith. The three-pointer, Goodkin, off the mark, taken in by the Trojans. Maddie Martin with her rebound. Bounce pass over to Vanessa Kessel, has it stripped, fighting for the ball. Ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Keith with the recovery, fast break over to Goodkin. Layup no good, no foul called, and rebounded by the Trojans. 9-3 early in this first quarter. Over to Faith Jones, tries her luck at three. It goes! 2 shots, 2 3-pointers made as a full timeout called by Coach Witzenberg of Fairfield. We'll be right back after this 1-minute break here on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
Welcome back into Fairfield High School. After that full timeout, the buzzer going a little long there. 9-6, Ottumwa ahead of the Trojans at the 5:05 mark to go in the first. Ottumwa starts off with possession, passing it down inside. The left side layup for Emma Ryder, giving her 4 points on the game to this point. As the turnover again picked off by Ryder, going inside, same spot, same outcome. Another 2 for number 24, Emma Ryder. Full court defense to this point for both teams. We've reached the 4:30 mark as whistle blows, foul called on number 1, Augusta Warren, her first. And first of the quarter for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. I will say that 3-pointer made by Faith Jones. She had only 1 point against Fort Madison. Good to see she's starting off hot with that 3-pointer, her first attempt of the game. As little scuffle for the ball, rolls out of bounds, and possession will go to Ottumwa. 4:27 to go. As coming in for Maddie Martin, we have number 2, Emma Metcalf. First substitution for either teams at this point in the game. And foul called immediately on Emma Metcalf, her first and team first of the quarter. So we reach the 4:24 to go in this first quarter. Ottumwa to inbound. They've kept all 5 starters in up to this point as we reach the halfway point nearing the halfway point in the first quarter. And a travel called on the shot attempt or pump fake by Blake Goldsmith. And coming in is number 4, Lenora Felt for Vanessa Kessel. 13-6 the current score. Ottumwa with the advantage. Fairfield trying to find some separation. A deep pass, a little too far out for Lauren Martin as Ottumwa ends up with the ball. So we've passed the 4-minute mark and halfway point in this first quarter. Emma Metcalf with the grab at the ball and a steal. Fast break, Lenora Felt. Little bounce pass, but right into the hands of Allie Goodkin, number 4. As she takes it down, spin around pass, ends up in the hands of Emma Ryder. Back over Goodkin. Little short on the 3. Still fought for and gathered back in. Ryder for 3. Off the front again. Fight for it. No foul called. Possession stays for Ottumwa after the offensive rebound. 3:26 to go in this first quarter. As Ottumwa will inbound it under their own hoop. We continue action here. He's passing it over inside to number 3, Goldsmith. No good, but the foul will go on number 50, Elise Setterstrom, as she will shoot 2, her first foul of the game and second of the quarter for the Trojans. And first free throws going on for the game as Goldsmith misses her first one. Goldsmith has 2 points. She had a layup starting out the game. 3:15 to go in this first quarter. Second shot goes right on through. And a 30-second timeout for Ottumwa. 14-6 is the score. Ottumwa with the advantage. 3:15 to go in this first quarter. To this point, 2 3-point shots have gone in for the Trojans. One by Faith Jones and one by Lauren Martin. For the Ottumwa Bulldogs, a layup and a free throw going in for number 3, Blake Goldsmith. A 3 and a 2 by Allie Goodkin. And then 3 right-hand layups for their big girl, number 24, Emma Ryder. As we come back from this 30-second timeout. Once again, 3:15 to go in this first quarter. As Fairfield will start with possession after the 2 free throws by Ottumwa. And over the timeout, coming in for the Bulldogs, number 0, Leah Baroma, the first substitution of the game for the Bulldogs. As Emma Metcalf taking it up the court, trying to push the pace. Shot, no good, somehow saved inbounds. And a jump ball called after Elise Setterstrom attempted to put up the shots. Possession will stay with Fairfield as we're at exactly 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. 14-6, the score, Ottumwa ahead. Metcalf to inbound it over to Setterstrom. Setterstrom sets it up. No foul called on the layup. Attempted by Emma Metcalf, ending up in the hands of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Number 5, Hayden Keith. A good pass over to number 4, Goodkin. And a bounce pass inside for Emma Ryder, giving her 8 points on the game. And half the team's points for Ottumwa. A turnover intercepted by Hayden Keith, number 5. Inside attempted shot, no good, and then over to Hayden Keith, and her 3-pointer was no good, ending up in the hands of number 4, Lenora Felt. As 2 Bulldogs heading over to the scores table, waiting to get subbed in. As Metcalf's pass goes a little wide, but still ending up in Fairfield possession. Setterstrom inside to Jones. Layup a little strong, no good, and taken in by the Bulldogs. Number 4, Allie Goodkin. Ball ends up in her hands in the corner. Over to number 1, Augusta Warren. And the 3-pointer by number 5, Hayden Keith, no good. Fight for the rebound. A little too strong for number 2, Metcalf, to gather, and ends up Ottumwa possession. Coming in, number 3, Blake Goldsmith, and number 2, Macy Vandenberg, her first time in the game. And I believe Vanessa Kessel is back in for Maddie Martin. Shot no good. And they say possession will stay Ottumwa ball after the scramble for it out of bounds. 16-6, a minute 41 to go in this first quarter of action. Ottumwa to inbound it on their side of the court. Ball is stripped away, and another steal caused by Emma Metcalf, number 2. A good pass, a little too strong for Maddie Martin to gather inside, and another turnover for the Trojans as it ends up in the corner for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Hayden Keith, a deep pass over to Leah Baroma. They're passing it around the inside of the three-point line. And the foul going to be called. It's number 3, Blake Goldsmith's going to shoot 2. Foul was on Maddie Martin. The third foul on the Trojans in this quarter, minute 7 to go, and first on Maddie Martin. This is her third and fourth free throw attempts of the game to this point. No good on the first shot of this trip around. Coming in for the Bulldogs, number 10, Gracie Rockhold. For number 4, Allie Goodkin. The second free throw off the mark again. 1 for 3 on free throws to this point in the game for number 3, Blake Goldsmith. 2 of the 5 starters out on the court for the Trojans as little loose with the ball, ends up in Ottumwa possession. Shot no good, ends up in Ottumwa possession as Faith Jones comes on in for number 2, Emma Metcalf. Ottumwa to inbound under their own hoop, 48.2 to go in this first quarter. 16-6 is your score. Bulldogs ahead. Passing it around, 3-point shot, too far for number 5, Hayden Keith. As Fairfield takes it into their side of the court. Layup no good, but 2 free throws coming up for number 3, Maddie Martin. Foul on number 2, Macy Vandenberg. Her first of the game and second of the quarter for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Apologies. First 2 free throws for the Trojans to this point in the game. First one goes right through, giving her her first points of the game. Coming in for Lauren Martin, number 50, Elise Setterstrom. 31.9 to go in this first quarter. As Maddie Martin to shoot her second free throw on this trip around. Very similar to the first one, nothing but net. Going 2 for 2 at the line, making it 16-8, giving Maddie Martin her first 2 points of the game. Ottumwa going inside. Shot somehow goes in. A great shot by Hayden Keith, number 5, giving her her first 2 points of the game. 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. Shot clock is off. Maybe looking for one final shot. A pass somehow finds it to Faith Jones, and it goes! 2 3-pointers for Faith Jones in this first quarter. Hayden Keith for 3. It is short of the mark, and we will be right back after this 1-minute break. 18-11, your score. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Planning for 2026, smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
And we welcome you back in. Start of the second quarter, that first quarter, sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on. That's what we do. This second quarter coming up, sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams in Fairfield. As 18-11 is the score after the first quarter. Faith Jones with 2 3-pointers, giving her 6 on the day. Lauren Martin with a 3 of her own. Maddie Martin with 2 free throws as Ottumwa to inbound. Trying to find any sort of separation. The 2 bouncing around the world and going in for Blake Goldsmith, who now gives her 5 on the day, along with their number 4, Allie Goodkin, with 5. Hayden Smith, number 5, with 2, and Emma Ryder with 8. As the Trojans running a little run-around formation. Wouldn't call that a legitimate play, but pass is tipped. Will stay Fairfield possession. 7:25 to go in this second quarter. I guess Elise Setterstrom forgot which possession it was, but under their own hoop, Fairfield will take it. Vanessa Kessel tries her luck at 3. Off the rim, a really high bounce, but ends up in the hands of number 0, Leah Baroma. Ottumwa still hasn't taken it inside the 3-point line on this possession. Trying to find an open look. Gets it over inside. And a good pass over Elise Setterstrom for the layup. Going down for number 24, Emma Ryder. Her first points of the second. And giving her 10 points. Pass is tipped by number 2, Macy Vandenberg. Ends up in the hands of Goldsmith. And her 3-pointer goes down, giving her 5 on the quarter, 8 in the game. This full court defense really paying dividends for the Bulldogs. As the layup just short by number 0, Leah Baroma, but the foul is coming up for number 2. 2 free throws coming up for number 2, Macy Vandenberg. Foul on Vanessa Kessel, her first, and first team foul of the quarter. 6:29 to go in this second quarter. First one, 2 bounces and out for number 2, Macy Vandenberg. Number 5, Hayden Keith coming in for number 0, Leah Baroma for the Bulldogs. And there was a substitution that happened for the Trojans, but I was looking down, of course, and didn't see it. Macy Vandenberg makes her second free throw attempt, giving her the first bench points of the game for either squad. Pass is ripped out, and a push by Lenora Felt, number 4. And apologies, they called that on number 3, Maddie Martin, giving her 2 on the game to this point. 26-11, 6:20 to go in this second quarter. Ottumwa to inbound it under their own hoop. The 3-pointer, Smith, just short, taken in by number 5, Lauren Martin. And Maddie Martin pushed out of bounds, and another turnover for the Trojans as Emma Metcalf comes in for number 3, Maddie Martin. 6:09 to go in this second quarter. There were 3 threes made in that first quarter of action, 2 by Faith Jones, 1 by Lauren Martin. Each 3-pointer sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory of Fairfield. And a whistle blows. Believe it's a foul on number 50, Elise Setterstrom. Apologies. They call a technical foul on the Fairfield bench. So shooting 2 free throws is number 4, Allie Goodkin. One more technical. I guess I'm not positive on how that would work, but I would assume the coach would probably be taken out of that one. But just under the 6-minute mark in this second quarter. First one goes down for Allie Goodkin, giving her 6 points on the game to this point. And of course, after a technical foul, Ottumwa will have this second free throw that's about to go down, and then they will retain possession to start under their own hoop. And both go down, making it 28-11. As Faith Jones subs in along with the starter, Augusta Warren. Elise Setterstrom comes out. And number 2, Macy Vandenberg, who went 1 for 2 on her free throws, comes out. Ottumwa to inbound. We have passed through the first 2 minutes. We have a stoppage in play. As the referees are, I guess, telling the Fairfield coaches what they can and can't do for the remainder of the game. The three-point shot, no good. Fast break. And a travel called on Lenora Felt before she could get the pass off. And it'll be another turnover for the Trojans. 28-11, Ottumwa with the lead. 5:50 to go in this second quarter. Down court past number 5, Hayden Keith. As they settle it down outside the three-point line, number 4, Allie Goodkin. Made the 2 free throws in this second quarter of action. Pass inside to Emma Ryder. The underneath the hoop layup goes down, giving her her 4th points of this second quarter. And foul called on number 5, Hayden Keith, for the reach-in or the hold. 5:22 to go. First foul of the game for number 5, Hayden Keith, and first foul of the quarter. As Fairfield will inbound it. Looking to get it over into Ottumwa zone. And over to Emma Metcalf as they're setting up. Long 3 for Lenora Felt, right of the hoop. And taken in by the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Hard pass too far out for number 24, Ryder, to gather in. As coming in for number 4, Lenora Felt, is the starter, number 3, Maddie Martin. 30-11 is the score to this point. 5:03 to go as we've gone through the first 3 minutes of this second quarter. This full court defense, they've played both sides, have gone through it. Fairfield trying to figure out how to crack through. As the and one shot goes down for Emma Metcalf. First bench points of the game for the Trojans, as she will try her luck at a 3rd point. Foul on number 1, Augusta Warren, her 1st and 2nd, I believe, of the quarter for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Shot no good, taken in by the Bulldogs. It will stay 30-13. Over to number 4, Goodkin, her 3-pointer, nothing but net. Giving her 5 points in this second quarter of action. As Fairfield clears their side of the courts. 3-pointer, Lauren Martin, it goes! First 3 of the quarter for the Trojans. And Lauren Martin's second 3 of two attempts. 100% free throw percentage now for number 5 in the white and orange. And the foul on the shot, number 3, Blake Goldsmith, will shoot 2. Foul on number 5, Lauren Martin, her 1st. And 1 more foul for the Trojans will put Ottumwa in the bonus. As I said, Blake Goodkin, apologies, just mixed 2 names up. Blake Goldsmith, one of the freshmen on this Ottumwa Bulldogs team. A big reason why they are doing a pretty solid job to start out this game, as they have definitely needed help from their underclassmen to start this season. As whistle blows, foul is called on Blake Goldsmith. I believe her 1st. as one of her 2 free throws went down, giving her 9 points in this second quarter of action. As we reach the 4-minute mark, halfway through this second quarter, and a jump ball called, possession arrow towards the Trojans. So no turnover, as Fairfield will inbound under their own hoop. Apologies, under Ottumwa's hoop. They got to go the length of the court. Maddie Martin's pass a little too high for Faith Jones to gather, and another turnover for the Trojans, as Ottumwa will now inbound it. 34-16, Ottumwa over the Trojans. 3:50 to go before halftime in this second quarter, sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic. The 3-point shot by number 5, Keith, no good. A rebound by number 24, Ryder, goes in after the offensive rebound, back to herself, giving her 14 points. And as said before, another freshman getting in on the action for the Bulldogs. Faith Jones, 3-pointer, little long, and possession will stay with the Trojans. Coming in for the Trojans, number 50, Elise Setterstrom, and number 4, Lenora Feltz. In for Lauren Martin and Faith Jones, 3:24 to go in this second quarter. Long pass over to Emma Metcalf. They're trying to set something up. Over to Elise Setterstrom. Pass almost deflected, but manages to get through. Over to Maddie Martin. Long 2, no good, but the foul on the offensive rebound and a shot attempt. Elise Setterstrom will shoot 2. Foul on number 24, Emma Ryder, her first of the game, putting the foul totals in the quarter at 4-4. One more for either will put the other team in the bonus. First free throw goes down for Elise Setterstrom, her first point of the game to this point. 3:09 to go in this second quarter of action. Second one a little short of the mark, getting her 1 for 2 at the line on that trip, and her first point of the game. As Ottumwa attempting to slow things down, now under the 3-minute mark to go before halftime here in this girls basketball game. Number 24, Ryder, tries her luck at 3. Bouncing around a few times, ends up in the hands of number 50, Elise Setterstrom for the Trojans. Vanessa Kessel trying her luck at 3. It goes! Her first points of the game, and another 3-pointer sponsored by Beaner Funeral Home, giving the Trojans total up to 5 threes to go in this game. Foul called. Looks like they're going to say it was a shooting foul on Elise Setterstrom, well, it was in the bonus either way, or the Trojans go, Ottumwa goes into the bonus either way after the Trojans' 5th foul. First shot no good for number 3, Blake Goldsmith. To this point, this will be her 8th free throw attempt. To this point, she is 3 for 7. And misses her 2nd free throw attempt, making her 3 for 8. Has had almost all of the free throw attempts for the Bulldogs to this point. Pass too tall by Elise Setterstrom over to Faith Jones, ending up in the hands of number 4, Allie Goodkin. As we near the 2-minute mark to go in this second quarter of action. Ottumwa up 36-20. 3-point shot, Goodkin, little short of the mark, gathered back in by the Bulldogs. 3-pointer, bouncing a few times by Hayden Keith. Shot no good, taken in by number 3, Maddie Martin. Pass over to Faith Jones. Over in the corner to Elise Setterstrom. So we reach the 92nd mark to go in this first half. Elise Setterstrom's pass tipped out of bounds by number 2, Macy Vandenberg. And coming in for the Trojans, Emma Scepter, her first action of this game. In for Elise Setterstrom. Minute 27 to go, 36-20. Ottumwa with the advantage. Inbounding it over. And the foul on the pass by Emma Metcalf into Emma Scepter. That puts Fairfield into the bonus. Foul was on number 24, Ryder, as Emma Scepter will now shoot 2 free throws immediately coming in for the Trojans. Now gets her shot at her first points. First shot goes down, giving her her first bucket of the game. Coming in for number 24, Emma Ryder, is number 0, Leah Baroma. Emma Ryder at this point has 14 points, leading the Bulldogs, as well as 2 fouls. Second one, too far to the right, making Emma Scepter 1 for 2 at the line to this point. As shot clock still going on in this before this end of the first half. Pass down inside to number 3, Goldsmith. Over to number 5, Keith. Short of the mark. Little fight for the rebound. Over to Baroma. Over to number 2, Vandenberg. 3-pointer just left. And trying to chase down the rebound. No luck for the Bulldogs. Ends up in Fairfield possession. 36-21 as Lenore Felt, number 4, coming in for the Trojans, as well as number 5, Lauren Martin, in for Vanessa Kessel. 56.6 seconds to go in this first half. As Fairfield to inbound it. Have to go the full length of the court. Possibility after this possession by the Trojans that the shot clock will go down, but they have to clear their court. Pass is tipped a few times, ends up in the hands of Emma Scepter. Scepter falls over and travels in the process. Ending up in Ottumwa basketball. 42.4 seconds to go in this second quarter. Now over to number 4, Goodkin. Her 3-pointer, little right, taken in by Metcalf. The pass trying to get ahead of Lenore Feltz. Just a little too far out for the Trojans to gather in. And over, little carry foul by number 4, Goodkin. No free throws will be shot, as substitution coming in for number 3, Goldsmith, is number 14, Reese Thompson, her first action of this game, as we have reached 20 seconds to go before halftime. Pass by Felt, a little tall for Maddie Martin, as ends up over in Ottumwa possession. And a fight for the ball between Reese Thompson and number 3, Maddie Martin. Ends up in a jump ball. 9.3 seconds to go. Possession will stay with Ottumwa, as shot clock is now off. 36-21. 3-point. Passes up the shot over inside to Hayden Keith. Loses the ball. Possession to the Trojans. 1.3. We'll see if they get a shot up. Might have to be a full court heave. As Lauren Martin to inbound over to Lenore Felt. Shot short of the mark. Halftime score 36-21. And we'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And we welcome you back in on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network here, halftime at Fairfield High School, 36-21. Ottumwa with the lead over the Trojans. In that first half, we're going to take you through our quick halftime report sponsored by Smithburg Automotive, from vehicle maintenance, rental, and vehicle sales, with 2 locations in Fairfield and Smitty's Auto and Recycling of Fairfield. Now that first quarter, Ottumwa outscored the Trojans 18-11, and then following that in the second quarter, they outscored them 18-10, getting us to our current halftime score of 36-21. Got about 6 minutes and 10 seconds left until we start the second half. You can hear from the crowd, we got our halftime show. We got our 6th grade basketball teams for Fairfield, the Fairfield Trojans, our future boys basketball players, playing a little scrimmage game. So you can play along with that as you want. There's no pep band, so no halftime music, but there's no need for it with the intensity of this game that's going on in front of our eyes right now. So, scoring leaders for both teams, we're going to start with the visiting Ottumwa Bulldogs. Emma Ryder, the freshman forward, with 14 points. She had 8 in the first, 6 in the second. And then we have 2 10-point scorers with number 3, Blake Goldsmith, along with number 4, Allie Goodkin. And then rounding out their starting lineup, we have number 5, Hayden Smith, who had a layup in the first quarter. And the 1 bench points is from number 2, Macy Vandenberg, who had 1 after she went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Then over for the home Fairfield Trojans, a lot of 3-pointers to this point in the game, with Faith Jones making 2 in the first quarter. Lauren Martin also making 2. Both their totals are at 6. They tie for the lead in points scored for the Fairfield Trojans. Vanessa Kessel made a 3-pointer in that second quarter, giving her total of 3 points. Maddie Martin went 2 for 2 at the line in the first quarter. And off the bench, Elise Setterstrom went 1 for 2 at the line, giving her 1 point in this first half of action. And coming off the bench, Emma Metcalf with and 1, did not make the free third point, unfortunately, but 2 points for her nonetheless. And then Emma Scepter went 1 for 2 at the line, giving her 1 point. So we have a little injury timeout in this 6th grade scrimmage. Always unfortunate to see. Hope he's doing okay. as we reach the 4-minute mark to go before we start tip-off again. To this point, I would definitely say turnovers have been the issue for both teams at this point. Full court press has been the main defense that we've seen for both teams at this point, as looks like the girls are about to come out of the locker room. More three-pointers have been made in this game than a majority of the other ones to this point, and it's only been the first half, so that's always exciting to see. And I commented earlier on the year, Coach Witzenberg would be making these 5-man substitutions where the whole bench would come in for all the starters at one time. That seemed to work previously, but he's shied away from that strategy to this point in this game. We'll see if it continues with that. It's always fun to watch, but of course you got to get some players some more rest than others, as one kid got sandwiched on the dive for the ball. Alrighty, and we're going to get to a 2-minute break real quick here. So 36-21 your score after the first half. About 2 minutes and 40 seconds before the start of the second half, as the girls are beginning to warm up. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And we welcome you back in. Just about to get started in this third quarter. We're going to run through the sponsors real quick. Pre-game sponsored by Community First Credit Union. Starting lineups, Packwood Locker and Meats. First quarter sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. Second quarter by Fairfield Dental Clinic. 3-pointers, and there have been a lot of them, sponsored by Beener Funeral Home. Third quarter, or halftime, sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. This upcoming third quarter sponsored by Lisco. Fourth quarter sponsored by Brandon Taglauer, your Beck Seed dealer. And post game sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Fairfield to inbound it, 36-21 to start the second half, as ball is quickly knocked out of play, quick 3 seconds in. As a quick down court pass to Vanessa Kessel. Layup shot by Lauren Martin, no good, taken back in. All the starters are back in for both teams to this point. As the layup goes down for number 5, Hayden Keith. The first points of this second half. And her first 2 points since the first quarter. Pass a little high for Elise Setterstrom to gather in. Another turnover for the Trojans. If you watched that halftime show, it was the scrimmage by the Fairfield Middle School boys. This next upcoming half and the second game of our doubleheader will be with Coach Brian Witzenberg. We're going to talk about this game and what the future holds for the Trojans as number 4 Allie Goodkin makes the three-pointer. Her third three-pointer on the game, giving her 13 points to this point in the third quarter. Pass too tall for both Elise Setterstrom and Maddie Martin. With just over 7 minutes to go. All 5 points have been scored by the Ottumwa Bulldogs. As Trojans continue to play in a 5-man full court. Passing it down inside to number 24, Ryder. Her layup no good. Fight for the rebound ends up in the hands of Faith Jones. As Trojans attempting to get through, has it poked out by number 5, Hayden Keith. Layup goes down for her, giving her 4 points in the quarter. She's doubled her first half total in this first 90 seconds of play in this third quarter. Faith Jones checking inside the paint and reach or a hold on number 5 Hayden Keith, who's made the 4 points in this third quarter. That's the first foul of the third on the Ottumwa Bulldogs. That's the second of the game for number 5 Keith. Now, no players are pretty much in foul trouble. The most any team has got is 2, as Faith Jones misses on her three-point attempts. Really high pass down to number 4 Goodkin. Elects to take it out for 3, and it rolls around and goes in. Her second three-pointer shot on 2 attempts in this third quarter for number 4 Goodkin. And a timeout called. That's a full one. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
And we welcome you back in on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Coming out of this full timeout by Fairfield, the second one used by the Trojans. Down to 3 timeouts left to go in this game. 5:52 to go in the third. 46-21, Ottumwa ahead of the Trojans. As the Trojans to inbound on their side of the courts. Getting ready to start action. Whistle blows and we are underway. Well, not technically underway, but finally back to the action. A good double team action ends in a foul called. I believe that's on number 5. Apologies, they're going to call that a number 1, Augusta Warren. That is her third of the game to this point. Second team foul for the Bulldogs. At this point in the quarter, Ottumwa has 2 fouls, Fairfield has none. Elise Setterstrom in the paint over the 2. Weird angled bounce for Faith Jones does not end up going in. Little scramble for the rebound, ends up in Ottumwa Bulldog possession. The 3-point shot Missing the mark is Goodkin. The offensive rebound ends up in a foul on the Trojans. Number 5, Lauren Martin, as number 3, Blake Goldsmith for the Bulldogs will shoot 2 more free throws. It's her 9th and 10th free throw shots of the game, making her first on this possession. Second shot off the mark, and whistle blown. Nice. Foul on the rebound attempt by number 5, Keith. Is this the 3rd foul of the quarter by the Bulldogs? No shot as Vanessa Kessel travels before she takes her inside the paint jump shots. Number 0, Leah Baroma coming in for number 1, Augusta Warren. It's the first substitution for, I believe, both teams. At this point, 5:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. As number 0, Leah Baroma, is one of the few seniors on this roster. Once again, it is a very underclassmen-heavy roster for the Ottumwa Bulldogs, but they have come to play in this one. 3-point shot by number 24, Ryder, no good, taken in. The layup shot, no good, no foul called, gathered in by Lauren Martin. As said, number 24, Ryder, leads the team in points, along with number 3, Blake Goldsmith, taking a lot of free throws in this game. Both of them are freshmen on this starting roster. It's a steal by number 0, Leah Baroma. Ends up back in the hands of the Trojans. Lauren Martin. Foul called on number 4, Emma Ryder. The Ottumwa bleachers believe it was a clean block, as 2 free throws are coming for Maddie Martin. She went 2 for 2 in the first half. So reaching the 4:33 mark in this 3rd quarter. That is number 24, Ryder's 3rd foul of this game. Free throw goes in and out, as number 2, Macy Vandenberg, comes in for number 5, Hayden Keith. And number 14, Reese Thompson, coming in for the girl who just had the foul, number 24, Emma Ryder. 2nd free throw attempt coming up for Lauren Martin on this possession. Once again, out. Went 2 for 2 on the first one, 0 for 2 on the 2nd. As the foul on the rebound reach by Maddie Martin, giving her 3 in this game, as the foul difference is 4 fouls for Ottumwa, 2 for Fairfield. Coming in for the Trojans is Lenore Felt and Emma Metcalf, in for the Martin cousins. 47-21. As Fairfield has yet to get on the board in this 3rd quarter. And out of bounds, a little loose with the dribbling, is number 2, Vandenberg, as the Trojans will gather possession. 4:26 to go in this 3rd quarter of action here. 3 of the 5 starters in, aside from the Martin cousins. Steal over, down court, fast break. Leah Baroma's layup is taken away by her travel. Another turnover in this game, as this appears to be full court zone now for the Bulldogs. They've played full court the whole time. And a whistle blown, as the referee is discussing with the Ottumwa coach about whether that was over and back. Still stoppage and play. 4:05 to go in this 3rd quarter. 47-21 to this point in the 3rd quarter. Difference in fouls is 4-2 for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Ottumwa coach Kyle Creamer is still speaking his mind to the referee. still ends up in Ottumwa possession. Now Coach Brian Witzenberg of the Trojans is here in the conclusion of that topic. As inbound over inside to number 3 Goldsmith. Bounce pass hits the line, out of bounds. And Fairfield possession after that turnover. Passing the halfway mark in this third quarter, sponsored by Lisco. Your experts for fiber optics. Call Lisco of Fairfield today to get set up. Another turnover by the Trojans. As the Trojans are in man defense as of right now. And a travel called on number 0, Leah Baroma. As yet another possession ends in a turnover in this game, as we've gone back and forth with turnovers over the last minute or so. Little bounce pass inside, attempted for Lenora Feltz, gets disrupted and ends up in the hands of number 2, Vandenberg. Spin around floater, Goodkin goes in off the lucky bounce, giving her 8 points in the quarter and 18 in this game, as fight for the possession ends up in the hands of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Lauren Martin heading over to the scores table, getting ready to get checked in. Number 14, Thompson, layup no good, picked up by Goldsmith. Her first basket of the third quarter. And they say number 4 Felt stepped out of bounds when she caught the ball. And coming in for the Trojans is the Martin cousins and number 12 Aubrey Ryan, her first minutes in this game. As Ottumwa starts with possession after the stoppage in time. Coming up after this is the second game of this doubleheader, where the boys game, same teams, same place. Number 2 Vandenberg, her shot no good, taken in by Goldsmith, loses possession, ends up in the hands of Faith Jones. As Maddie Martin travels in her own, or in Ottumwa's side of the court, as the Trojans have really struggled to get it going in this third quarter. As Ottumwa taking it inside is number 0, Baroma. The bounce pass in, and the foul on the shots. Blake Goldsmith to shoot 2. Her third and fourth attempts. The 4th foul, I believe, on Maddie Martin. 2:17 to go in this third quarter. First shot goes down for Goldsmith, giving her 13 points. As Anna McEvan comes in for number 1, Vanessa Kessel, as well as Augusta Warren coming in, and number 5, Hayden Keith for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. As Goldsmith takes her second free throw. Hits a little dud on the back of the hoop, but still manages to fall through, giving her 14 points. As she immediately steps out in for the Bulldogs is number 2, I believe Vandenberg. I'm not positive. Someone came in. Don't take my word for it. As number 22, McEvan, loses her dribble, another turnover for the Trojans. 2:08 to go in this third quarter. Some of the high pass over, losing her dribble is Keith, still manages to hold possession for the Bulldogs over back inside to Keith. The 3-point shot, Vandenberg, too far. Strong and right as Maddie Martin ends up with possession. Minute 45 to go. As the tip by number 14, Reese Thompson, will end up in Fairfield retaining possession on their side of the court. Maddie Martin looking for someone to outlet it to. Aubrey Ryan gets the ball tipped by number 5, Hayden Keith. Will stay Fairfield possession. Number 13, Kenley Burton, I believe. Nope, apologies. Number 10, Gracie Rockhold coming in. I believe her first minutes of action. Ball ends up over in the hands of Aubrey Ryan. Ball is tipped by Hayden Keith, staying Fairfield possession. About the 92nd mark of this third quarter. 53-21 is the score. Pass a little low for number 12, Aubrey Ryan, to gather in. And yet another turnover for the Trojans. Trojans have backed away from their full court pressure. Looks like they're playing some 2-3 zone. As the three-point shot goes in off the bank, Augusta Warren, her first basket of the game. And as it was a 3, and I believe that was her first attempt at a 3 as well. Over in the hands of Maddie Martins. Fights to keep it inbounds, ends up keeping it on the right corner. And the foul called on number 2, Macy Vandenberg. Clock still running as we have reached the 35 points deficit. As that works, clock stopped, so apologies for that. Faith Jones to shoot 2 free throws as Ottumwa is now reached 5 fouls, so the Trojans in the bonus. Faith Jones makes the first of 2, giving her 7 points. It's number 4 Felt in for number 3 Maddie Martin. 39.7 to go. It's the first points of the quarter for the Trojans. As second one rolls out. That was her Faith Jones' first 2 free throw attempts of the game. 1 for 2 at the line, that trip around. 3-pointer by number 10, Rockhold, too far off the mark. And the 35-point running clock was in effect. They just stopped it for the foul. As the Trojans will look, shot clock is off, look for a final possession. Faith Jones keeping possession for the Trojans. Over in the corner is Lenora Feltz. Pass over to Lauren Martin at the top of the 3-point line. And a last-ditch effort by Anna McEvan for 3. No good. 56-22, end of the third quarter. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
And we welcome you back in. End of the third quarter, 56-22. Ottumwa ahead of the Fairfield Trojans here at Fairfield High School. That quarter sponsored by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. And this final fourth quarter sponsored by Beck's Seed. Brandon Tauglauer, your Beck's Seed dealer. Call him at 641-919-7526. Fourth quarter will have a running clock until unless Fairfield closes the deficits. Ottumwa starts with the ball, as Emma Ryder gets the offensive rebounds and giving her first points since the second quarter. 3-point shot, Lenore Felt short of the mark. Coming in for the Trojans is number 1, Vanessa Kessel. And coming out is number 22, Anna McAvan. And a late sub is number 50, Elise Setterstrom. In for number 12, Aubrey Ryan. I believe 4 of the 5 starters are in for the Trojans. Pass over. Faith Jones inbounding it over to Elise Setterstrom. Past the 7-minute mark to go in this fourth quarter. Kessel's pass a little too wide for Faith Jones, but still ends up in a possession. Lauren Martin for 3, right of the mark, and ends up in Ottumwa possession. Fast break over, and Emma Ryder, the freshman, getting her 4th points of this fourth quarter. 60-22, 6.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Pass too high for Faith Jones, ends up at the scores table. Almost takes out our scoreboard guys. Coming in for Faith Jones is number 2, Emma Metcalf. As with the running clock, we're already down to 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Believe all 5 of the Bulldogs starting roster is out still on the courts, as Blake Goldsmith gets her first points of the fourth quarter on the long 2. Trojans trying to find any sort of momentum to get going. Foul called. Gonna say shot foul, Emma Metcalf to shoot 2. Foul is on number 5, Hayden Keith. It's the first foul of the quarter for the Bulldogs. That's the 4th foul on number 5, Keith. Clock stops for that, 5:33 to go in the fourth quarter. First one goes down for Emma Metcalf, making her 1 for 2. Coming in for the Bulldogs, Leah Baroma, number 0, and number 2, Macy Vandenberg. As Emma Metcalf to shoot her second. Bouncing around a few times, but goes in, 2 for 2 at the line. That trip around. Three of the 5 starters are currently out on the court for the Bulldogs. Well, I guess, yes, it is 3 of the 5 for both teams. And Leah Baroma getting that layup to go, her first basket of the game. Now near the 5-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Trojans trying to pass it around. Ending up in the hands of Lauren Martin. Tries her luck at 3. Just short of the mark. Rebounded by number 24, Ryder. Cross-court pass down to Baroma. And her left side layup goes in, giving her 4 points in this quarter. Coming in for the Bulldogs, number 10, Gracie Rockhold, and number 14, Reese Thompson. And 30-second timeout for Ottumwa. We will stay here. 66-24 is the score. 4:33 to go. Well, after the first half, it was 36-21, but the Trojans have not been able to get any sort of momentum going since halftime. And a lot of turnovers for both teams to this point, as Ottumwa has taken full momentum of this game to this point, starting in the third quarter, moving onwards. Coming back into action off the Ottumwa timeout, 30-second timeout that was, as both teams have 3 timeouts left, as Fairfield will inbound it. Same roster for both, or lineup in for both as of right now. Foul is going to be called on the Bulldogs. And that was the 5th foul on number 5, Hayden Keith. She has fouled out, ending up the game with 6 points. And coming in for her. Believe was number 13, Kenley Burton. As Vanessa Kessel gets fouled on the shot, and she will go up to shoot 2. Her first and second free throw attempts of the game. So the foul difference is 3-0, Ottumwa. First shot goes down for Vanessa Kessel, her first point since the second quarter. Second free throw coming up for Vanessa. 4:02 to go in this fourth quarter. Makes both of them, giving her 5 on the game. As I believe all 5 Ottumwa starters are currently on the bench. And a kick by Emma Metcalf. Can't do that. She's a soccer girl, so her instincts must have kicked in. But Ottumwa retains possession, 3:35 to go. As Vandenberg tries her luck at 3, too little long, stays in Ottumwa possession. Number 0, Baroma, gets pushed to the ground, no fouls called. Ends up over in her hands, the bounce pass inside. Vandenberg back out to Baroma. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. They dribbled it around to this point. Over into the hands of Burton. Inside to Baroma. Back out. Thompson's shot is blocked by Kessel. And the fast break for Metcalf. Her 2 goes down, giving her 6 points in the game. Leading bench scorer for the Trojans. As I believe she just turned around and fouled on that next possession. Coming in for the Trojans, number 12, Aubrey Ryan, Anna McAvan, and Faith Jones for the Trojans. And number 12, Brinley Goodkin, coming in for the Bulldogs. And then finally, last second substitution, Maddie Martin coming in for Emma Metcalf. Clock still rolling down to 2:08 to go in this fourth quarter. 3-point shot, no good. Rolled around a few times, but still ended up short by Vandenberg. Passing it around the outskirts of the 3-point line. Now with 1:50 to go. Coming up after this, we'll have a separate stream start up for the boys game, as we'll do a full game talk about that one. The shot by Vanessa Kessel, too long, taken in by the Bulldogs. And at halftime, we'll have an interview, quick one, with Coach Brian Witzenberg of the girls basketball team. As turnover ends up in the hands of Faith Jones. Little hook shot inside the paint, no good. Back out to Kessel for 3. It goes! Her second 3-pointer of the game. And we have some subs coming in. Last minute of action. Coming in is number 15, Evelyn Lip, and number 22, Maddie McIntyre. And for the Trojans, number 4, Lenora Felt. As the Bulldogs will inbound, 1:03 to go in the fourth quarter. As all 5 starters are out for the Bulldogs, just Faith Jones in for the Trojans. This final minute of action. Shot goes up, no good. Shot by Brinley Goodkin. Possession will go to Fairfield. Now under 40 seconds to go. Shot clock still on, but just barely. As Trojans get it inside to Faith Jones. Shot no good, but the foul will let her shoot 2 free throws. 27.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Jones will shoot her 3rd and 4th free throws. Ottumwa now with 4 fouls. I would assume there's not going to be any more fouls left by either team. As the first one, just a little strong by Faith Jones. Second one coming up for number 11 as it goes down, giving her 8 points on the game, leading the Trojans in scoring. Shot clock is off. We'll see if shots go up. They do, in fact, as a 2 goes down for number 13, Kenley Burton. Her first 2 of the game. Now down to 10 seconds. Vanessa Kessel. The runaround layup goes in. As Ottumwa's just going to dribble this one out. 68-34, the final score. We'll be right back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's meat, and we dare you to try.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Welcome back as we're getting into the pregame of the boys game. That will be on a separate stream on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. 68-34, the final score of the girls game. Leading scorers for the Trojans was Vanessa Kessel with 10. She got 7 in the fourth quarter. Faith Jones with 8. Maddie Martin with 7. Lauren Martin with 6. And Emma Metcalf off the bench with 6. And then over for the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Emma Ryder at 18, along with Allie Goodkin, also having 18. Number 3, Blake Goldsmith having 16. Number 5, Hayden Smith having 6. And off the bench, Leah Baroma having 4. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, this has been Fairfield Basketball. We'll be right back with you on another stream for the boys game. I'm Christian Rasmussen here with the always great AJ Rowe. And